Welcome back to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Karen Wyman, coming to you from Vaden of Beaufort. I'm joined this afternoon by Jason Berry from the Beaufort Water Festival. Hi, Jason.
Hi.
So happy that you're here this afternoon to talk about Water Festival. It's the 61st annual Water Festival, is that right?
It is the 61st. Rendezvous by the river.
Rendezvous by the river. It's a great theme for this year.
It is.
And so, as a program coordinator, you have a lot going on.
I do, but I enjoy it. I enjoy bringing all this, helping the Commodore, Chris Kennedy, and bringing all this together along with all our other coordinators.
Right, and we had Shane on at the beginning of the show here to talk about the Water Festival, and I mentioned, I just think everyone out there needs to know that everybody who's involved, people like yourself and the Commodore and those future and past Commodores, everybody volunteers their time to make this event happen. And I know that there are people here in this community who give up, 2 weeks of their vacation time in order to volunteer and come out and be there day in and day out, sometimes from dawn to way past dusk to make things happen. So we have a little time to talk this afternoon, but I want you to really share some of the highlights of the Water Festival, and let's start by talking about the nightly entertainment, because we know that always draws a crowd here in Beaufort.
Well, yes, the nightly entertainment always does, and of course it's always our concert in the park that everybody look forward to. And this year we're having Kanan Smith and Low Cash. As you can see, we got a great flyer here that we put out. We hope everybody will join us for that first Saturday night, and then of course opening ceremony the first night, July 15th. Is free admission, so we want everybody to join us during that. We have a nice fireworks display that happens, and of course the Marine Corps band.
I was just going to say the Marine Corps band. It's just nothing. There's nothing like it. There really isn't anything like it. Particularly living in this community with the incredible military presence that we have here. It's just amazing. Why does a water festival exist? I mean, how did it all come about? If you're not from Beaufort, or this is your first summer living in Beaufort, you're like, what is this all about?
Well, many years ago, I think a group of friends came together and said, we need to do something for the community. There just wasn't a lot going on, and there wasn't a lot for people to do during this time of the year. So they came together with a couple of things, and it's just grown since then.
Exponentially. I mean, holy cow.
Correct.
And what do you think are most important to people in Beaufort and in the Water Festival?
Well, I think the most important thing is our sponsors. That's what we consider the most important thing. I mean, all the way from our fleet admiral, which is Lee Hargrave, and of course here at Vaden of Beaufort, we would thank Shane Galt for being one of our longtime sponsors. But all those sponsors, from the top ones to the very small ones, are so important to the Water Festival. We couldn't put this on without them. Absolutely,
yeah. I know that, it's amazing in a community like this with the number of events that do take place every year. Traditionally, the gift that the community continues to give back, whether it's sponsors like you've talked about, or even businesses. There are opportunities for businesses to get involved, right?
Absolutely. We really ask the businesses to come out. They can actually volunteer. We want them to sponsor. When they become a part of our organization, we help them, especially new businesses. We have the old business, but we'd like to see the new business come out and join us so we can help them and they help us, because that's what this community is all about, is a helping hand for everybody.
Absolutely, yeah. And really getting to know who your neighbors are.
Absolutely.
Who your colleagues are. It's nice that you see people in all facets of their life here in this community. What do you think brings people back to the Water Festival year after year?
I think it's the overwhelming, commitment. That they feel the family, the tradition that keeps going, and they enjoy that so much when they're down there. The friends, the family come together, and they get to enjoy, themselves down there at the waterfront, and it's just a great place for people to come to and enjoy themselves.
It is, and it without a doubt creates this tradition, like we talked about. And I've lived here in Beaufort for 8 years. I'm fortunate. I said my daughter is a pirate this year. It was something that she really wanted to be able to do and participate in, and looks forward to as a 15-year-old to be able to go down there. And it's a place that as parents you think this is a great way to connect with people. You always feel it's a safe environment as well, which is always great. If you're out there and you're listening to this interview and you want to get involved, you still need volunteers?
Absolutely, we always need volunteers, and we really would like to bring more of them out. We're thankful for the military organizations and the other groups that do volunteer with us, but if you would like to volunteer, we ask people to please go to our website, www.bftwaterfestival.com. You can sign up with our Water Festival volunteer form there.
Excellent. Well, great. We thank you so much for being a guest with us this afternoon. We know that you'll have a great time, even though you work really hard at this year's Water Festival. But we appreciate you coming on North of the Broad and sharing. We hope that you guys have a great event.
Oh, thank you very much, and I'm sure everybody will have fun.
Yeah. We'll be right back with our next guest on North of the Broad.